What if your constant fatigue has nothing to do with age, sleep, or motivation, and everything to do with your gut? As a clinical pharmacist, in my practice, fatigue is one of the most common complaints I hear from men, often without a clear explanation. Most men assume low energy means poor sleep or simply getting older, but biologically, energy doesn't start in the brain. It starts in the gut. To truly understand fatigue, we need to look at the biological engine room of your body, the gut. It's far more than just a digestive tube. It's a sophisticated and intelligent system that acts as the primary gatekeeper between the outside world and your internal chemistry. The gut is where the essential building blocks for energy are absorbed from your food, and it's also a central command post for regulating inflammation throughout your body. A healthy, well-functioning gut lining is crucial for this process, ensuring only the right things pass through into your bloodstream. But this system is delicate. When the trillions of bacteria that live in your gut, your microbiome, are thrown out of balance, a condition known as dysbiosis, a cascade of problems begins. This isn't just about having too many bad bacteria. It's often a loss of diversity and the beneficial functions that a healthy microbiome provides. This imbalance can compromise the integrity of your gut wall, leading to what's called increased intestinal permeability. This low-grade inflammation doesn't just stay in the gut. It sends signals throughout your body, contributing to a systemic feeling of being drained and unwell. Simultaneously, nutrient absorption becomes inefficient. Key micronutrients essential for energy production, like iron, vitamin B12, and magnesium, aren't absorbed properly. Your gut bacteria are actually responsible for producing some of these vitamins and helping you extract minerals from food. When they aren't functioning correctly, you can be eating a healthy diet, but still end up with a deficiency at the cellular level. Without those vital nutrients, your cells simply can't produce energy properly. Think of the mitochondria as the tiny power plants inside every one of your cells. They rely on a steady supply of these micronutrients, along with others like coenzyme Q10, to convert food and oxygen into ATP, the fundamental energy currency of life. When the supply chain from the gut is broken, these power plants can't operate at full capacity. The result isn't just a feeling of tiredness, it's a genuine energy crisis happening at a microscopic level, repeated across trillions of cells. This is the biological root of that profound, persistent fatigue that so many men experience. Over time, this creates low-grade inflammation. When inflammation rises, the body shifts into conservation mode, prioritizing survival over performance. What men feel are the downstream effects: brain fog, afternoon crashes, no drive. This isn't burnout, it's biology. The encouraging part is this: fatigue caused by gut dysfunction isn't permanent. When the gut environment improves, the body regains its ability to fuel itself, and energy follows. From a pharmacist's perspective, persistent fatigue is rarely about willpower. It's a common misconception that pushing harder is the solution. In my experience, when someone feels perpetually drained, it's not a failure of character. It's a biological conversation we need to listen to. The body is sending a clear message, a distress signal that its core systems are running on empty. It's a signal that the body isn't being supported at a foundational level. This support structure is what allows us to generate and sustain energy. When we talk about foundations, we're not looking at quick fixes or stimulants. We're looking deeper at the very processes that create vitality. And more often than not, the investigation leads us to the gut. This happens because gut health has declined quietly over time, often without obvious digestive symptoms. Think of your gut as the central processing hub for your body's resources. When it's compromised, nutrient absorption falters and a state of low-grade systemic inflammation can take hold, directly impacting your mitochondria, the powerhouses within your cells. This gradual erosion of your foundational health is what manifests as that unshakable fatigue. So, how do we rebuild that support? It begins with 4 key pillars, all of which are within your control. First, diet quality. This isn't about restriction, it's about addition. Prioritizing whole, unprocessed foods rich in fiber is crucial. Fiber is the preferred fuel for beneficial gut bacteria, which in turn produce compounds essential for energy and mood. Second, sleep hygiene. Consistent, restorative sleep is non-negotiable for cellular repair and hormonal balance. It's during sleep that your body and brain detoxify and recharge. Third, stress management. Chronic stress floods your system with cortisol, disrupting gut function and draining your energy reserves. Finding sustainable ways to mitigate stress, whether through mindfulness, exercise, or hobbies, is a powerful lever for restoring vitality. And finally, mindful movement. Gentle, consistent physical activity improves circulation, insulin sensitivity, and mood, all of which contribute to a more robust energy system. These pillars work synergistically, creating a resilient foundation for your health. As we conclude this episode, let's circle back to the most important takeaway, a fundamental shift in perspective that can change everything. Men aren't tired because they're weak. This isn't a question of willpower, discipline, or mental toughness. The pervasive, bone-deep fatigue that so many men experience isn't a character flaw or a sign of giving up. It's a biological signal, a message from your body that something is out of balance. It's crucial to absorb this, to let go of the self-criticism and frustration. Your body isn't failing you. It's trying to communicate a deeper issue. They're tired because their biology is under-resourced. Think of your body as a high-performance engine. For it to run smoothly and powerfully, it needs the right fuel, clean oil, and an efficient system to manage heat and waste. When the gut is compromised, it's like putting low-grade, contaminated fuel into that engine. The entire system becomes inefficient. Key nutrients aren't absorbed properly, so the cellular power plants, the mitochondria, don't get the raw materials they need to generate energy. At the same time, a state of low-grade, chronic inflammation acts like sludge, gumming up the works, forcing the engine to work harder just to perform basic functions. This isn't weakness. It's physics. It's biochemistry. Your body, in its wisdom, is entering a state of conservation, diverting precious resources away from high-output functions like sharp cognition, physical power, and emotional regulation, and using them instead to manage the internal crisis of inflammation and nutrient deficiency. This is the very definition of being under-resourced. This was episode 2 of the ManBiome series. We've established the foundational link between your gut health and your daily energy levels, moving beyond simplistic advice and into the core biological mechanisms. But the story doesn't end with energy. The consequences of this internal imbalance extend into one of the most critical areas of male health. In the next episode, we'll explain how gut inflammation doesn't just affect energy, it quietly interferes with testosterone and male hormone signaling. This is a topic that is profoundly misunderstood. We often think of hormones as being governed by factors like age, exercise, or sleep alone. But the gut is a powerful and often overlooked endocrine organ in its own right. The same inflammatory processes that drain your energy are also sending disruptive signals that can suppress testosterone production and alter how your body uses the hormones it does produce. We will explore the specific pathways, explaining how inflammatory molecules can directly impact the testes and the brain's hormonal command centers. We'll uncover how an unhealthy gut environment can lead to an increase in aromatase activity, the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen, further tilting your hormonal balance in the wrong direction. This isn't about sensational claims. It's about connecting the dots of your body's integrated systems. Understanding this link is the key to addressing not just fatigue, but also issues with drive, mood, body composition, and overall vitality at their root cause. Join us as we pull back the curtain on this vital connection. Continue to Episode 3. The Gut Testosterone Connection. No one explains. ManBiome. Rebuild from the gut up. This content is for educational purposes only and is not intended to diagnose or treat any condition. Always consult your qualified healthcare provider regarding your individual health needs.